So to start, you're going to want to get this all-purpose clothesline. This is the max thickness. Don't get anything thicker than this because the Ghunghroos will not fit through the rope. So this right here is a measurement. Before you start tying the Ghunghroos, you have to thread all of them through, which I've done right now. But basically all that is you take the whole of the Ghungroo and you string it through, and you just push it down a significant amount. Make sure there's like enough room for you to tie initial knots and stuff. So once that's done, which it is for me, you measure an arm's length. So right now it goes from my shoulder to my first middle finger, and then starting here is where I'll start my first knots. So basically, you start by making a loop like this. Then you turn it facing towards the Ghunghroos, the bells that are strung through. You face it towards them, and you pull the side through. So basically, what happens is there's a little knot formed and there's a loop on top, and this is what's called a slip knot. So I'll tie it again, but the reason it's called a slip knot is because you can just slip it, and it'll go away. And so if you ever mess up in the Ghunghroos, you can just take it out. So twist it with the string that's attached to the Ghunghroos on top of the other side. That's how it is for me right now. Okay, and then just pull the side of the Ghunghroos through, and then you have this first knot. So you do the same thing 6 times. So I just take this and pull it through, and always tug on the side that is facing towards you, because, for example, if I were to pull on the side that's with the Ghunghroos, it would never tighten. So always pull on this side. So that's my second knot, third knot, fourth, and this is why everything should be pushed back like more than. So you can see it's starting to take its shape. And everything should be in a straight line throughout the whole Ghungroo. So this is my fifth. And when you tie it, make sure it's not like too tight or too loose. If it's too tight, the string will not move. And if it's too loose, the Ghungroo will slip back through the knot. So you can just see, you can see a little bit through. That's how much it is. These are actually a little bit loose. For example, this is probably a good knot to follow. That one. Don't have too much space in between. That's a good knot. So do this 6 times. And then start by taking the first Ghungroo and bringing it up to the edge of the 6th knot, and have the bell part of the Ghungroo facing down, and the ends of the knots, the part that has to remain straight, facing up. So this loop over here should never be twisted. Sometimes this tends to twist around. Make sure it's always straight. Make sure it's always like this before you tie another knot. So you hold the Ghungroo in place. Hold it in place, and with the other hand hold this in place, the knots that you've already tied, and grab the side with the bells on it and pull through. So it fastens the bell in place, and it remains facing down away from the knots. So I'll do it from this view. So bring the Ghungroo up to the knot. Make sure this is not twisted, and just pull the string. And always pull the side that's facing towards you. And this is the side facing the Ghunghroos. It will never tighten if you pull it that side. So make sure it's like that. And keep it straight throughout. So I'm just going to do a few more of these slowly so you can see. And see, if this loop ever gets too big, just pull on the other side. Pull on the side, the side that has the ghunghroos on it, the bells on it. Okay, so keep everything straight throughout the whole process. And once you get through a lot of these ghunghroos, it's going to get really long and it's going to be hard to keep it straight. So what I like to do is I put it around my toe, so I hold it with my foot on the other side, and then I just pull through and then thread. So let me show you what that looks like. So I hold it with my foot, and then bring this up and pull it through. So that way it just remains straight, and the string is straight, and it's just easier. So that's what it looks like. It's completely straight. The ghunghroos are facing downwards. That's what it looks like. So the threading of the ghunghroos, the initial process probably takes half an hour to 45 minutes, and actually tying these knots, once you get the hang of it, it happens very quickly, probably 25 to 30 minutes. And so once you finish all of the ghunghroos, say I finished, all 100 of these ghunghroos right here, I finish it off with 6 more of these knots. Then I measure an arm's length and then cut it off. So let me show you what that looks like. So okay, I'll just show you here. One plain knot, a second plain knot. So say I finished my 6 knots here, there's 6 knots on the other side, all my ghunghroos are in between. Then what I do is I take the end of the rope. This is my end of the rope. It has all of these other ghunghroos attached on it, but basically I put it through the loop. So actually, I'll just show you. I'll put all the ghunghroos through. The end of your knot will be a lot smaller, and then it becomes a knot. So now nothing slips. I can pull on this as much as I want and it's not going to slip. Then I measure another arm's length, or you can make it symmetrical to the other side. So from here, and then just measure up. Then I would cut here. And what I like to do is I like to burn off the edges of the ropes wherever I cut, and then just tape it and so it's sealed and it doesn't fray like this. This is really frayed. And that's about it.